Hi friends, how are you? So today's video may be a little controversial. Not everybody will agree with me or like it, and that's okay. But I am going to talk about the things that I miss about my old life or my life prior to being a mom, and kind of the things that I don't like about being a mom. And I know that a lot of people will think, how could you say that? There are so many people, myself included, who would have prior to this would have given anything to become a mom. And so I'm not saying any of this to be ungrateful of the opportunity that I'm given to care for a child, or to get it confused with thinking that I didn't choose this life, because I did. I mean, of all things, I did specifically choose this life. But it's just that there are things that I don't like, that I don't know who would like some of the aspects of it. And there's been such a huge change in my life that it's only natural that I miss some things from my life before I became a mom. If I hadn't have made this huge change when the small came, then I think I would be doing her a disservice. If she just fit exactly into my life as it was before, I wouldn't be taking good care of her. So it's only natural that I made these huge sacrifices and gave up a lot of things in order to care for her. But that doesn't mean that I can't miss those things, you know? So, anyway, and I think I would hope that it goes without saying that I love being a mom and I love my child, but there are some things when, you know, I don't know, that I don't love, or that I miss about being just myself. So I made a list of 10 things that I miss about my old life, and maybe if you're a mom and you're kind of struggling with some of that stuff, or if you agree with me, you know, that it's not always really super great, or things that you miss about other times in your life, then maybe this will be helpful. I don't know. But I think for me, it was helpful just to acknowledge that it's okay to miss part of your life that's not there anymore. But, you know, I'm not dwelling on it. I'm not wishing I could go back. I'm just acknowledging that, hey, these are some things that I used to have that I don't anymore, and let's just put it out there. So I'm putting it out there. Here it is. Okay, so number 1, being on time. I am a person that was normally always on time. My parents are notoriously early for something. If they tell me that they're picking me up at a certain time, I know that they will be there at least 15-20 minutes early, if not sooner. So I always try to be on time for things. With a kid though, that is just out the window. We are never on time for things, you know, like, not for lack of trying. I mean, if I get up earlier to try to get us ready earlier, that's just more time to mess about, or more time to get up to mischief in the other room, you know? So we are just not, we're not on time, and it bums me out, and I wish that we could be, or at least be a little bit more put together, because I don't like getting places and being so frazzled that we've had to rush, or, you know, I don't like that. I would like us to be on time more often, but we're not, but it is something that we can work on. So the second thing is, I miss my relationship with my mom. So if you watch any of my vlogs or anything with my adventures with my mama, you know that I adore her and that she is my best friend. So now that I am a mom myself, my relationship with my mom has changed in a way that I don't think either of us really expected, because of the needs of my small. Mom plays a much larger role than just being grandma to her. You know, like, a lot of times she's her taxi, or she's her tutor, and so she really does a lot of like co-parenting with me, which was not intentional. However, in order to best take care of the small, that's kind of what has happened. And so I miss just being able to be with my mom. I mean, even though I see her a great deal more than I did in the past, I miss just being able to hang out with her, or talk to her, or whatever, because now when we're together, most of the focus is on the small. We'll be discussing, you know, like plans, or what we can do, or we'll be doing a project with her, or, you know, like rushing here or there again, you know, being late. So that I do miss, just having kind of one-on-one time with her. And so it was really great yesterday. I had some extra time, whatever that means. I had taken some time off because I had an appointment in the morning, and then I had to take the small somewhere a couple hours later, and so Mom and I met for breakfast in between, and that was nice, just to be with her and not talk about the kid. I know people have that issue, like with their spouse, when they'll go out and, you know, when they're new parents, and then they'll just talk about their kid. So I'm having kind of that with Mom, where I miss just the two of us doing girly stuff. And so I think we have made an effort to kind of just spend more time together, just the two of us. So that's something that I miss is my mama. Kind of going along with that, I miss having girls' night out and having my group of girlfriends, because I'm a little bit limited in terms of getting babysitters because everybody has to be background checked, and due to the small being who she is, there's not a long list of folks wanting to watch her, and so I'm kind of limited in where and when I can go out, and so I do miss having those girls' nights out with my friends. And sometimes the small will come with me, which is great. That's a lot of fun, but it does change the dynamic, obviously, to have a little girl there with us. So I miss having friendships where I saw my friends a lot more often. Now it seems like so many of my relationships kind of circle back to like, oh, how's your kid doing? And I feel like I'm not being as good of a friend to some of my friends. Like, I'm missing out on being there for things because people didn't want to tell me things because I was so overwhelmed at the start and so busy that I feel like they weren't wanting to burden me with one more thing, and I don't want it to be like that. You know, I want to be able to be a good friend to folks, and right now I feel like I'm not, because I'm so wrapped up in myself and my kid and being so hectic and so limited with what has to happen in my life to take good care of her. I'm not able to be the best friend that I want to be for the folks in my life. So that is a bummer. I miss my house staying clean for more than a minute. Now I will admit, I am not that tidy of a person, you know, like not at all. However, the small takes it to another level. Like there's just stuff everywhere, you know, and I will make an effort to like clean the kitchen or vacuum or do things, and then she'll be out there for like a minute, you know, on the weekend mornings when she's out there watching her cartoons. There'll be stuff everywhere, you know, and she's like, there's marker all over the couch, and just I miss I don't know, I just, when it was my mess, it was mine, but now it's another person's, and it's just, and I'm overrun by papers. Like, the school sends home so many papers, and she brings home everything that she's ever colored on, you know, and I'm like, that's great, ooh, yay, but I'm overrun by things. It is a lot. I miss just a moment of cleanliness would be nice. The next one is a silly thing. I miss ordering takeout. So I have to feed the small. Number one, we have to eat at the ungodly hour of like 5:30 every night, which is far too early. But also, she's not gonna eat sushi. She doesn't like Chinese. Like, she'll eat burritos with me sometimes, but pizza, you know, like, I miss it being like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night and realizing that you're hungry and then just ordering takeout, you know. That's not, it should be a good thing, and I should be happy because I'm eating healthier, I'm eating more regularly and more all the food groups, but I do, you know, sometimes I just cannot be bothered, you know. But it's not acceptable just to feed your kid popcorn and then order them takeout. That's not a thing that the state would like me to do, so I don't. Next one, close your eyes, mama, and all of her friends if they're watching. I miss having sex. Like, mama's in a dry spell and it is showing. I'm a little agitated. That's not a thing that I do now, especially with randoms, which was a thing that I did with some great regularity. That's not a thing that I do, and that needs to change. So, numbers below. No, it's not. That's all I have to say about that issue right now. I miss having a shred of privacy. So the small, when I'm in the bathroom, there's like not that much stuff that I could be doing. What are you doing? What do you think I'm doing? Like, just, or, you know, I'll be taking a shower and she'll need things when I'm in there. I'm like, what, could this wait? So that's just a thing of the past, any and all privacy. And part of it is kind of endearing because she does ask a lot of questions. And some of them are appropriate, some of them not, some of them she's learning, so that's fine. But one of the things that I think is kind of sweet is we go to a lot of appointments, a lot of counseling, a lot of therapy, a lot of stuff together, or just a lot of things where we kind of have to tell her story and people will ask questions, and there's kind of, you know, she gets tired of having to repeat her story over and over, and so she has taken lately to telling secrets about me, or things that she thinks folks would want to know and write down. So we were seeing a new doctor yesterday, and you know, and we were going over the standard questions that we go over, and so she was telling him, you know, that my mom's allergic to cats and to dogs, and she used to be married, now she's not, you know, kind of this laundry list of things that if we were telling her secrets, that she was telling mine. So that was kind of cute. You know, whatever, fair's fair. All right, number 8 on my list of things I miss is not having a schedule. Like I mentioned, schedules are great for the small. That's how she kind of needs to live her life, very like regimented and scheduled and great. But I miss not having that. I miss being able to, if I wanted to, after work, go to the mall and buy all the makeup because I had all the extra money, or, you know, like staying up till 9:30, like I said, and eating dinner at 10 o'clock, or staying up till 1 and sleeping in on the weekends, or coming here, going there, you know, like doing whatever. And now I'm pretty stuck to a schedule of I have to take her here for daycare, and then I'm at work, and then I need to pick her up at this time, and we have this appointment, that appointment, this, you know, all over the place. And so we have a very busy schedule, you know. Like even now I'm kind of like, oh, I'm watching the clock because I know I have to get her from daycare, and then we have gymnastics and all that. So I miss having nothing to do. I could do with a little boredom in my life. But again, comes with going along with being busy is I miss having extra money. Like as a single person, I was pretty well off financially. Like it took me quite a long time and a lot of hard work to get there, but I had some expendable income, which obviously I spent on all of the makeup, which you all have seen in my other videos, or outfits, and you know, my bar tab was high. And now all of that money goes to the child. All of it. I don't care what they tell you about how, yes, they do pay foster parents, but if you're doing a good job, you are spending that tiny stipend plus gobs more on your kid. So goodbye extra money, goodbye. And finally, the number 10 thing that I miss about my old life and that I didn't love about being a mama is I am exhausted always. It doesn't matter when I go to sleep or how much sleep I get. I'm exhausted, and part of that is the small does not sleep through the night. Despite her age, you know, whatever, for many reasons, she doesn't sleep through the night. And so and she has, I think I can count on one hand the number of times that she's slept through the night since coming here. And so that is exhausting. But then it's just, the idea of just coming home and relaxing and hanging out isn't really what we do. That's not a thing that the small gets down with. You know, afternoon naps on Sundays, nope. So I am constantly exhausted, and I know that before having the kid, I was a big fan of the nap. Like, I love a good nap, but I don't remember feeling this tired all the time. Not only is having a kid physically exhausting, because you're just awake doing a lot of things, but I am emotionally drained. It's getting better, like I'm kind of used to it now, but I just, every minute of the day I have this great anxiety that something horrible is going to go wrong with the small, or, you know, or this dread that every choice I'm making is wrecking her, you know. So it's just, I'm exhausted. I don't, like, and part of it is, yeah, I'm responsible for another person now. It's not just me. So, you know, get on board. But yes, so those are just 10 things that I miss about my life prior to being a mama, things that I don't love about it. Let me say again, I do love being a mom. I do. There's no question in my mind that I love it, and that it's the right choice for me and for my kid. But, you know, let me just say, maybe you agree with some of the stuff I said, maybe you think I'm stupid and selfish and whatever. That's your opinion. That's fine. But, you know, if we don't talk about stuff, or if you can't acknowledge stuff, then that's no good. So it's just a conversation anyway. But I hope that you all are having a great day, and I will see you later. Bye.